This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Sign up for my free daily newsletter, The Current, at getkim.com. We're going to start by talking about my favorite subject.
Ooh, but got to be sports. I mean, when I think Kim Commando, the first thing I think is sports.
Not exactly.
Oh, okay.
What would be your next choice?
Money.
Yes! How did you know?
Because I know you.
Okay. You know, when I read this, I thought, wow, where was I in the 90s?
Okay.
Jeff Bezos was out trying to raise $1 million to start Amazon.
Now, when he started Amazon, it was just supposed to be online book sales, right?
Correct.
It wasn't going to be anything else.
Right.
Okay.
But he gave away 20% of Amazon in the 90s for only $1 million.
Well, he had to. He didn't have the money. He had to sell something. Otherwise, there would be no Amazon.
But why didn't he call me?
Did you have $1 million in the 90s?
No, I had a car repoed in the 90s.
That's why he didn't call.
Well, if you had given him the 20%, the $1 million for the 20%.
Did one person do it, or did he sell it off in chunks?
Chunks.
Okay.
Okay. Now, of course, there always is the dilution of stock as time goes on because you start adding more people.
All right.
Okay. And so they think that 20% is probably worth 0.5% right now.
I don't understand that math at all. If I own 20% of a company, I own 20% of everything.
But you own 20% of the company at that time. And then as the company grows, then they start issuing like Series B and Series C, Series D.
Okay.
And then your amount, because they start selling more stock. It's
but
like,
when they add those stocks, that increases your value.
Exactly.
Even though your percentage goes down,
yes,
it does increase the value of the percentage you have.
Exactly.
All right, that makes sense.
So that 20% is probably worth 0.5% right now.
Okay.
Of all of Amazon. So if you were participating, let's just say the $1 million in total.
Right.
Okay. That's worth today $11.7 billion.
Pretty good investment.
Gosh.
Pretty good investment.
They did so much better than my GoPro stock.
That's not worth $11 billion?
No.
Oh, I'm shocked. I mean, we see all GoPros all over everyone. I mean, you just took yours off before we started the podcast because you were GoProing it up and down the hall.
I do. I love my GoPro. I do.
We're not good investors.
No, we're not. But the funniest one is one time Mom and I were like, I told her to buy this stock Exide or something like that.
Okay.
And then, like, I don't know, a couple of months later, she's like, that stock is going crazy. And I'm like, what stock? She said, like, that Exide or whatever it was that you might buy. Anyway, I told her to buy the wrong stock.
Oh, no.
And the one that I told her to buy, like, went in the crapper.
That sucks. Did you buy the right one?
No, because I know she was managing my stock portfolio.
Oh, okay.
So it's like really crazy.
Well, I told a coworker once, this was like right when medical marijuana was kind of taking off.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's this Canadian company and Canada's going to do it. So he and I went in together and we bought a bunch of stock. And I sold it after they went public because, I don't know, it was a quick buck. He still held on to it. It's worth like 10 cents. And he brings it up all the time. I think it's going to come back. I think I'm going to get my money back.
I think GoPro's going to come back.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's
definitely for you.
Actually going to make a difference. Like, you know, they have this amazing gadget for your GoPro.
Okay.
I looked at it and I went, you know what? I should have invented this gadget. So, you had kids?
Yeah.
Little babies?
Still do.
Well, I'm talking about like little babies.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you want to capture those moments. And you want to capture the moments of your little baby using a GoPro.
Right.
So it's hard for you like to hold a stick and the baby at the same time.
Sure.
Okay. So
and you're not going to wear a helmet with a camera mounted on there when you're changing a diaper.
Well, because also it's going to be hard to get that angle.
Yeah, okay.
It's because you want to get the angle of the baby. So what you have is You know, like we play hockey, you have a mouthpiece.
Always. When I'm always playing hockey, I
Okay.
wear a mouthpiece.
Okay, you put the mouthpiece in, and it has an attachment for the GoPro. And so you put that in your mouth, and you put the GoPro, and then you can get amazing videos.
That's not going to terrify the children at all.
I thought that was the.
Say cheese! Say cheese! No, Daddy wants you to smile! Why are you running away from me?
I looked at that on the website. I'm like, what? It was like-
Do you know how much thousands they spend in R&D for that? And 7 people are going to buy it.
and then they're really excited about it too.
Oh, yeah. Stock's going through the roof.
Anyway, on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the current podcast. It's the accompaniment of the current newsletter, which is the fastest growing newsletter in the planet, I think. And if you're not already getting the current newsletter, let me tell you, you're just missing out. I don't know what you're waiting for. I mean, if you want to be ahead in this world, not just tech ahead,
No.
if you want to be ahead in this world, you need to have tech know-how. And every day I will impart all this amazing intelligence in my beautiful brain right onto your brain, right?
I love the legal caveat you put in that. You said it is the fastest growing newsletter on the planet, I think. I love that. Can't sue us. Go ahead. Can't do it.
Well, what I do is I put in the newsletter every single day. This is the #1 free tech newsletter in the USA. And somebody wrote the other day, it is not Kim Commando.
Prove it.
I'm like, whatever.
It's a tagline.
So make sure that you sign up. Head over to getkim.com. Once again, that's getkim.com. But because you're listening to the podcast,
Right.
let me give you an insider secret.
Okay.
You can go to getkim.com or you can go to winfromkim.com.
Well, that's a better one.
where you even get the newsletter and you enter to win the brand new iPhone 17 Air, which this is not.
Oh, I was going to say, that's not the Air.
This is the Pro Max.
Right.
Pro Max. You know what? I was thinking, you know why it's orange?
Because that's the color you picked?
Well, I think what it is that it's hard to know if somebody like spent money to upgrade to a newer iPhone because they all
Right.
look the same.
Yeah.
But now if you have like an orange one,
You know.
You have like a little status.
It's like, I heard this story. You know who Shaquille O'Neal is?
I know who he is.
Just checking in.
He's the football guy.
Yep. He bought a new BMW. This is alleged. Don't sue me, Shaq. But I was told he lived here in the Valley, and he bought a new BMW. But he didn't want to pay the money for the highest trim line.
Right.
And so he bought the BMW and then paid someone to take the badging off and put the badging on of the highest trim line. So people thought he bought the most expensive one.
It happens more than you know.
Really?
Yes, I was talking to a friend of mine over at the Mercedes dealership. And he was explaining to me that there are certain football players here in town that will buy a G-Wagon, but they'll buy like the G55.
Which is, I'm guessing, the lowest end.
Lowest end, instead of the G63.
Okay.
But they take off the G55 and they put
smart.
in the G63.
No one's going to know.
I know,
How would you know?
because it's a little bit different in the design.
Okay. A little bit different.
And of course, joining me is Andrew.
Hi.
Make sure they like, comment, share, do your thing.
Yeah, if you're just listening to the podcast, you're not watching on YouTube, you're not seeing how bright Kim's shirt is right now.
It's orange.
You think her phone's orange? That shirt is orange. And the only way to see it is go over to YouTube, youtube.com/KimCommando. And we upload the show every single week when we record it. We put up other shorts and videos. And you want to know when we're new, when we're current. Got to subscribe. You like that?
I like that. That was good.
Yeah, you're welcome. You got to subscribe. Once you do, you get the little bell notification. Tells you know when we put anything up, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to search it. You don't have to look at the page. You'll know because you've subscribed. Also, comment helps the algorithm, pushes this out to more people, so we can keep doing it.
I don't think the shirt is that bright.
It's orange, though. I mean, that is orange.
They call me Sunny because I'm bright.
Oh,
All right, let's talk about what's happening in the world. ChatGPT.
heard of it.
They have really killed Google right now.
That's not good for Google.
No, this is really bad. They have now embedded within ChatGPT apps like Spotify, Zillow, Canva, and a whole slew of others, and more to come. So that this way, let's say you're having a dinner party and you say, ChatGPT, what kind of music should I put on my dinner party playlist?
Right.
And it'll give you a whole bunch of songs. But now you can say, hey, ChatGPT, would you give me a dinner party playlist in Spotify?
Oh, and it just connects it to the app and throws it in there.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Exactly.
Now, is that for paying customers only?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I know that it's rolling out. I have it. It's really amazing.
I pay for ChatGPT. I think it's worth the money.
It probably is. I mean,
You know what's funny, and maybe you can answer this. So Braille was struggling with. I'm actually taking freshman geometry right now
excellent.
because Brielle's taking freshman geometry and she's struggling. So that means I have to take freshman geometry to help.
Yes.
It's not easy. But she was using ChatGPT not to cheat, but to check her answers.
Correct.
And it's like, it's saying I'm wrong. And then we pulled out my phone with the paid subscription and it said she was right and explained why. So are you getting different answers if you pay for it or not?
I haven't. I only use the pay version.
So you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't.
You
know.
wouldn't know what the plebes are having to deal with out there in the real world.
I pay $20 a month.
You're special. I just found it interesting. I thought it would be the same engine, just with little features pulled back, but it's got to be different. Maybe she was using 4 or 3 or something like that.
Maybe she was. I want you to look at this video.
Okay.
Chinese engineers have unveiled an EV that will eject its battery if it goes on fire. See, that's always the problem. When an EV goes on fire, the fire department just says, let it burn.
Because it's going to explode?
Yeah, or you just can't put the fire out.
Okay.
So the system is from China's Vehicle Collision Research Center. So here, watch this video and explain it to everybody.
Oh my gosh. The battery, first of all, the battery placement is not where I expected it. It's under the doors on the driver's side. The battery is I would say the shape of like a pizza box,
right?
But a little bit longer, but same thickness. And when they triggered it, it just shot out there. I would say it went a good 20 feet away from the car.
Exactly. It says 20 feet.
Yeah.
It went 20 feet away. The problem, though, is that the flying lithium might light up the next car.
Sure.
Or hit a person.
Hit a pedestrian. Okay. Take out some old lady's dog.
Now, the good news is that the car battery is not on fire. The car's not on fire.
The insurance companies love this because they don't have to pay for a whole car burning on fire, but they may have another claim when old Yeller is taken out by the battery.
Couldn't you just see all the engineers around? Okay, I have an idea. If it goes on fire, we'll eject it 20 feet away.
Real fast.
Okay. Then you're sitting there like, what is that coming at me?
Right. But what else could they do? I mean, there's no other really answer to it, right?
I'm not a battery expert.
You're not?
No.
You used to do a battery segment on the radio show.
A battery update. Everybody loved the battery update.
That's when I took my best naps during the battery update.
That was when batteries are big. I mean,
Right. That's a pretty big battery.
Well, that is.
Remember the good old days of the internet? A place where you could truly feel free without snoops or spies watching every move? Unfortunately, now we go online knowing we're being tracked. Our internet service providers can see our entire browsing history. And in the United States, they're legally allowed to sell this information. Who knows what they'll do with it? That's why I use ExpressVPN. It's a virtual private network that reroutes 100% of my online activity through secure encrypted servers, shielding it from the prying eyes of my service provider and other third parties. ExpressVPN hides my internet address, the number identifying me online, so I can't be tracked. My online activity is actually mine again. Imagine that. It's so easy to use that your entire family can figure it out with just one tap. And it works on all your devices: phones, tablets, TVs, desktops, up to 8 devices at once. Let's return to the good old days of online privacy and freedom. Use my special link to get 4 extra months of ExpressVPN for free at expressvpn.com/Kim. That's expressvpn.com/Kim.
Your home Wi-Fi might do more than just stream Netflix pretty soon. It's going to be tracking your location in your house, wherever you are, and then also your heartbeat. Because researchers have found that they can turn routers into 24/7 motion and vital sign monitors without using any cameras.
Ooh.
Isn't that something?
I wonder who wants to buy that information.
Everyone.
Yep. Pretty much everybody.
Everyone. Have you ever had Hulu or Netflix or just a regular cable channel where it goes to the commercial and you feel like they're screaming at you at a higher decibel rating?
It's all sports, because the only commercials we really watch are when we're watching sports. Mm-hmm. And it'll be like, that's the bottom of the ninth and that's the third out and we'll be right back. And then it's like, oh, have you ever had diarrhea?
You had to come up with diarrhea?
Well,
you couldn't come with something better?
My other thing that popped in my head was erectile dysfunction, but I didn't want that on video.
You're close.
Imagine having both at the same time.
That would be really bad.
It would.
I mean, because what do you do?
Nothing. Stay home.
It's like,
Don't make eye contact with another human.
I like when they say, call your doctor if you have
If it doesn't go away after 4 hours.
Yes.
I know, and there's some guy going 3 hours, 58 minutes. I'm not calling the doctor yet.
I'm getting my money's worth out of this thing. Where were we? Oh, talking about commercials.
Loud commercials. That's
Loud
right.
commercials. New law starting in 2026 that says that ads cannot be any louder than what you're watching in California.
So only in California?
It's a California.
Sorry, people in Wisconsin. You're going to have to deal with loud commercials.
It's always California first. Here's why I think it's interesting. It started because one guy's baby kept waking up when he was watching streaming.
That's funny.
And he's like, this stuff has just got to stop.
They used to accuse the television networks of doing that all the time, and the
Yes.
TV networks were like, "Oh no, that's popping. Oh, maybe that's your local affiliate." No, they do it on purpose. They want to
do.
make sure you hear those ads.
The most annoying ones now to me are when they put like a text notification sound in the commercial.
Oh, and you grabbing your
you grab a
phone.
phone and you're like, oh man, I fell for that. All right, finally, this is something that you can share with your friends. Or you can share with Lisa.
Sure.
And the kids. And they'll look at you and they'll go, God, he is so smart.
I need that. I need
He's
that kind
so
of
smart.
reputation.
There's a little tiny island called Anguilla. How do you say that? Anguilla.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. Last time we did the podcast, I said pedometer or whatever.
Oh, I'm getting so many notes about that. I can't believe that you didn't know how to say pedometer.
Pedometer.
Anyway, population 15,000.
Okay.
But they just made $39 million in a year with only 15,000 people who live on this little island. But they made $39 million for the entire
Who's
island.
they?
You know what their domain is? .ai.
Oh.
Yes. And so like perplexity.ai, character.ai, they're all registering their domains using the .ai extension.
And they're having to go to the country because it's the country's extension.
Yes, is .ai.
Interesting.
So every time you see a .ai, just know it's going back to this tiny little island.
I wonder if the people are profiting from it or if it's just the government. Those fat cats up there in whatever their equivalent of Washington is. I don't know.
It's a coconut tree. Okay, just say it. So when you're looking for a gold rush, you sell vowels.
Oh, I guess I should have said,
Oh.
Finished training for the day? Time to fight post-workout fatigue with Core Power Protein Shakes. They're packed with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle and electrolytes to help hydrate. The nutrition you need to help your body replenish, rebuild, and repair post-workout so you can power on to the next one. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Visit corepower.com to learn more.
All right, what do you got?
Let me take you back to 2019.
Okay.
Record producer by the name of Scooter Braun. Are you familiar with this person?
Yes, I am.
Purchased the rights to the master tapes of one Taylor Swift.
Heard of her.
Yes. And she went public saying she was outraged that the artists are being disrespected. She didn't even get the opportunity to buy her own songs, and that the true artist should own their art. And if anyone's going to profit off it, it should be hers because artists are important. Fast forward to 2025. The same Taylor Swift released a new album that came out, and I think it's already sold 1.6 billion copies. I don't even know who buys albums anymore, but she's selling them like hotcakes.
And also cassette tapes.
Yeah, cassettes.
I know.
We were in Target. Someone asked me, have you heard the new Taylor Swift album? And I said, only what they played in Target, because that's all they were playing in Target, because there's this huge display of her records and her cassettes and T-shirts and everything. She sent out a video. Let's go ahead and actually pop one up here. You can see this is one of her promotional videos for her new album. There's another one where there's a QR code. When you scan the QR code, it takes you to a video like this that was teasing the album.
Okay. It's a beautiful video.
But it's not. It's AI. Most likely, it's artificial intelligence. She's being accused of that.
Oh, is that AI, really?
And because she's being accused of that, well, there's a lot of people that have dissected it. And like, when the bird flies, the wing goes through half of the tree because AI isn't perfect and there's these little imperfections. But to the naked eye, you're not even going to notice, especially if you're just scrolling and watching a 15-second video. And people want to know what happened to the artists. What about the artists, Taylor? Aren't the artists the most important ones? Couldn't you go out and hire a cinematographer and a set designer and a costume designer to put that all together and create jobs and think about the art? What happened? 1 million followers she lost since the launch of her album.
I believe in art.
You want to try to get those million followers from her?
Yes. And I don't have bad blood.
No, you don't. So because of her use of AI, people think that it's not as genuine and she isn't being as true and that she's quote unquote sold out. I don't know how the biggest pop star in the world. She's a pop star. She's sold out from the beginning.
She's a gazillionaire.
Right. And she doesn't need to sell out.
Right.
But they're upset with her using AI. I have no impact on it at all. But 1 million?
That's a lot.
When you're the biggest pop star in the world, you launch a new album and you lose 1 million followers, that's got to make people scratch their heads. That doesn't make sense.
So how do you think she's going to fix this on a PR level?
I don't think she really needs to.
Or she just ignores it?
I think she's Teflon. I don't think anything will stick to her. She will move on. A lot of people, I don't know if you've heard the stories about some of the songs on the album, but it's a lot about her fiancés.
You know what?
Yeah.
I saw the headline and I didn't read the story.
Okay.
So what is she saying?
There's supposed to be innuendo in the lyrics, but there's no innuendo at all. I mean, she refers it to big redwood trees. She knew she had the hard rock coming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and referencing size and all of that.
See, now I don't like that.
But that's another reason why people could be unfollowing her, because instead of staying on the artsy side, it's more kind of like, ew.
Yeah, it's, you have to have a certain amount of class.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? I mean, like me. I have a lot of class.
Sure. You want to do a second take of that? We try to make it more believable.
What are you talking about?
But when Sora 2 is out, have you
Yes.
the video,
That's
AI
pretty
video?
amazing, yes.
But this is a slippery slope.
It's just where we are.
But it's also going to be the way industry works, that we're not going to criticize anyone for using AI because it's all going to be AI.
For sure. But I don't like her referencing that stuff because she has a lot of young fans.
But maybe she doesn't think that she's going to cater to them anymore. And that's a decision she's making. That her fans are aging with her.
So just be done with it.
Yeah. So let's not cater to the 16, 17, and 15-year-old teeny boppers anymore, because I'm talking to 35-year-old women, 36-year-old women just like me.
I always think it's weird, though, when you see a woman wearing a T-shirt that says, like, I heart Bieber or I heart Taylor Swift. It's like, really? I mean,
There's my sister. Well, no, I don't want to call her out. This lady I know, she's a big fan. 4 times she listened to the album in one day. 4 times.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's my older lady I know. So it doesn't stop. They keep going. The fandom keeps going.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Well, speaking of AI, have you heard of Tilly Norwood?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wow. Tilly is taking Hollywood by storm. And there are people who really love her and people who say, you know what? I don't want my performance at all. I don't want in a movie, not even a commercial, nothing. She's stunning. She looks kind of like the girl next door. They're calling her the next Scarlett Johansson.
Okay. But she doesn't want to be in movies or films?
Well, actors are saying that she's kind of gross.
Gross.
Because, well, here, meet Tilly. This is Tilly.
Tilly Norwood, 100% AI generated.
By some company called Particle 6.
She'll do anything I say. I'm already in love.
3 seasons and a podcast.
By an AI commissioner, much faster.
Okay.
Okay.
she looks like an actor.
Sure.
I mean, there's if I didn't tell you that was AI,
no, I would have definitely thought it was just a real.
It's just a real
like
person.
an influencer or something like that.
Yes. Now, here's a question. Why are people so upset about Tilly?
Right.
Or even Taylor Swift?
Mm-hmm.
When we have R2D2, Jar Jar Banks.
Right.
And everybody knows that's CGI generated.
There's a stigma to AI that isn't to CGI.
Right.
Well, first of all, when it comes to Jar Jar Binks, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Okay.
When it comes to Jar Jar Binks, there's a voice actor and there's a motion caption actor.
That's true.
So, there's multiple people, like the guy who plays My Precious. I can't remember his name right now. But he made a career out of being a motion capture actor.
Can you do that again?
My Precious. I've never seen 4 seconds of those movies.
I
but
can't
I know
unsee
him.
that now.
But Andy something. It's Andy something. Oh, it's going to drive me crazy.
It's a pedometer.
But he made an entire career behind the scenes doing all the movements and being the voice of these characters, and they would put CGI on top of it. When it comes to AI,
it's all there.
There's nothing. It's just words in a prompt. And so I'm sure that's why Hollywood, they don't want to be replaced also.
And when you replace them with a Tilly, you don't have to deal with ego, managers, salary increases, nothing.
But she won't age. She will be that age forever. How long are we away from a full 100% AI casted, full length, 90-minute movie that Hollywood tries to release into theaters?
6 months.
That's fast.
I would see within a year.
But there will be a backlash.
Of course.
And if it's successful, then every other studio is going. This is the same argument we were having with Taylor Swift, where's the art?
Would that bother you if you knew the whole movie was AI generated?
I don't know if it would bother me. I'd be intrigued by it. And then if it was quality, if it was good storytelling, if I was entertained, then I would go, yeah, it's kind of weird, but it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking, like, the last movie I saw that was heavily CGI, and this is a while back, is Dune.
Okay.
And it's a great movie. Mm-hmm. But it's all...
Did you have any
no,
effect
I didn't care.
of it? Right. But we're used to, I mean, there's so many movie moments like Jurassic Park, right? Where there's that scene where she's the woman, they're both popping out of the Jeep and she's looking around and he grabs her head and turns it and you see the dinosaurs for the first time. And that's a moment of history in filming. Like, but we praise that. We celebrate that. But because I think people are going to lose jobs and it's going to ruin an industry and it's all going to become in a box.
Right. So totally changing.
People won't react the same way. We won't romanticize a full AI movie.
At Thales, we know cybersecurity can be tough and you can't protect everything, but with Thales, you can secure what matters most. With Thales industry-leading platforms, you can protect critical applications, data, and identities, anywhere and at scale with the highest ROI. That's why the most trusted brands and largest banks, retailers, and healthcare companies in the world rely on Thales to protect what matters most. Applications, data, and identities. That's Thales, Thales. Learn more at thalesgroup.com/cyber.
You know, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No?
But...
Oh, you're about to take us...
a whole different way.
All right, let me turn my chair this way. Okay, I'm ready.
Just because I thought this was so interesting. I was reading in National Geographic today. And think about this. Somebody who lived 650 years ago.
Okay.
They found their shoe in a vulture's nest.
They found the 600-year-old shoe.
Yes, 650-year-old shoe. And when you looked at it, it looked like a regular sandal, but it was made out of twigs and thistle and wheat. And, and it was braided. I just thought that was so fascinating. And because I was looking at this 650-year-old shoe on my screen, and I was thinking, what would they think of today's world?
Well, first of all, it would be so loud to them.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to think. The world would be so loud. And then imagine too, if you brought someone from that long ago and they're like, hey, let's go outside. Well, we can't go outside. We might get eaten by a vulture.
Yeah,
That
that's true.
fear doesn't live there anymore. Someone just got an email. I mean, the world is dramatically different, but that's the thing. You said we're 6 months away from an AI movie. The world is so dramatically different than 3 years ago.
It is. I don't know what it's going to look like 5 years from now.
We get tricked on a daily basis by AI videos, and every hour they get better. It's not an exaggeration. Every single hour, someone is fine tuning it.
That Sora too it's
scary stuff.
Yes, it's crazy.
But let's just stay with Hollywood and AI as the theme.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a video. This is of actor who's no longer with us, Robin Williams.
He's phenomenal.
He was.
Hey there. Just wanted to drop in and tell you something simple. I miss you. All of you. The laughter, the quiet moments, the whole beautiful mess. Take care of each other.
So that's AI.
Okay, that's creepy.
Well, first of all, the tone. To capture the tone of Robin Williams is unbelievable. And obviously that software, I believe that was Sora 2.
Yeah.
It looked at his old, there's a billion Robin Williams clips on YouTube to capture him perfectly. His voice perfect. Robin Williams is the subject of a lot of videos. He actually has an AI podcast. Have you seen this?
No.
All right, let's watch this one.
Gentlemen, welcome to Cloud 9. Up here, the dress code is white, and the cover charge is your entire earthly life.
Man, that's the only club I didn't mind dying to get in.
Even the bouncers are arcane. Welcome back to the Cloud 9 podcast, where the Wi-Fi is divine and the sound guy has wings. I'm here with 3 absolute legends, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and David Bowie. Guys, thanks for floating in.
Wouldn't miss it, man.
Yeah, that's great. All right, welcome back to Cloud 9.
So there's the AI version of a Cloud 9 podcast hosted by Robin Williams, where he has dead celebrities on. Did you see the first one? Did you recognize the 2 gentlemen in the first one with him?
No.
Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls.
Oh, okay.
And so there are so many videos.
That's Steve Irwin. I know him.
Yes.
Okay. Poor guy went for a swim.
You didn't know Tupac, but we will give you credit. You did get one pop culture reference. But Robin Williams is a subject because he was beloved.
You know what he was? I'll tell you a quick story. We were having dinner at the Grand Hyatt in Wailea.
Okay.
And he was sitting with his family at the table next to us. And Ian was like, I think that's Robin Williams. I think that's Robin. And I said, yeah, it is. It is. And so we just, pretended like, because, the tables were fairly close.
Sure.
Okay. And so Ian got up and Robin Williams leaned over and he said, hey, you. And Ian's like, me? And he said, yeah, you want my autograph?
Oh, that's sweet.
And Ian's like, I would love your autograph.
That's so sweet. That's a great Robin Williams story. Well, he is the subject because we've seen all sides of Robin Williams.
Right.
We've seen the funny man, we've seen the serious guy, and then the sad ending.
Right.
The sad guy. But people are making these AI videos, and they're not just posting them online. They are sending them to his daughter.
Okay, we don't need to do that.
We don't need to do that.
No.
And she says that A, stop, it's disgusting. B, I know your intentions. You make a really soft touching video like that, the first one we saw, or you make a funny video about him doing an interview with Tupac in heaven, but you're not celebrating him. You're either trying to get clicks.
Yes.
Or you're just celebrating the actor he was, not the person he was, the father. She made it a comparison to a roadside memorial. Like when you're driving down the road, and someone crashed and they passed there and they put a stick cross in the ground, they spray paint it white and say, always remember Charlie. That's just to get attention to that. And she just is sick of people trying to get attention. And she definitely wants people to stop sending it to her.
So she came forward?
Yeah, she absolutely came out and said, I don't want to see them anymore. Stop making them. But I know you're not going to stop making them, so stop sending them to me.
Now, I wonder if there is a legal angle to this. Name, likeness, image.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, because Robin Williams hosting a Cloud 9 podcast.
Right.
It's his voice, it's his likeness, it's his image. I know it's not real, obviously. But I wonder if there's a legal claim where you could say, you know what, I own the copyrights to all of this.
Right, but we've heard Facebook make this argument all the time. You can't tame the internet.
That's true.
Because the minute I make a Robin Williams video and I put it up. There's a clip person out there or multiple that steal it, repost it. And there's other clip people that steal it and repost it. All of a sudden it's everywhere. You can't police the internet. That's the way we made it in the beginning as the wild, wild west. And it definitely is wild and in the west. But you can't. So she's just trying to make a plea. If you really are trying to honor my dad, here's how you do it. You stop.
Stop it.
That would be sad if someone was sending me videos of my dad every single day.
I would not want that.
No, I would be so sad.
Because that's kind of what we talked about. Like, do you AI somebody who died in your life so you can talk to him every day?
You don't.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about that on the podcast that you had that opportunity.
Yeah.
A company came to you.
Said they would AI my mom.
Right.
Oh, my gosh. No. And that, just even thinking about that put me into a really weird grief cycle.
So you never were on the side of I'm going to do it. You were always against it.
I thought, no, I was on the side for a little bit where I was thinking like, oh, that might be kind of interesting. And because the tech side of me was thinking like, I wonder how it would really work and if it would be accurate and all that other good stuff. But then I found myself thinking about, well, do I really want to go back to that place? Because I was a mess after my mother died. And I know people were like saying, well, you had her for a long time and all the other stuff. But, never, like, she would say to me, like, how long do you want me to live? I'm like, forever.
Right. You never look at the positives when you're right in the middle of the negatives.
Right, exactly.
You never do that.
So even just thinking about bringing her back, I was getting weepy. And I felt myself going down into that grief cycle again. And then I was like, okay, I got to just.
When we were doing that show, because we did like a good half hour during the show about that, I really thought you were going to do it.
Did you?
Yeah. I thought we were going down the path. And I was like thinking to myself, how do I have this conversation with her once the show is over, once the business side of show business is over, to tell her that this is an awful idea and not to do it?
Well, you would have told me.
Yeah, I would have, but I wanted to be delicate because, mourning someone is a very delicate subject.
It is. It's hard. It's horrible. But death is universal, but it's always so personal.
Oh, absolutely.
And how you grieved for your parents.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you still, think, wow, what would they think of the kids?
Oh,
right?
Absolutely. Especially now, I got a lot of things happening in my life, and I sit there and go, what would my dad say? How would my dad react? I definitely don't want to type into a prompt, Dad, how would you react? Because it's not my dad.
It's not your dad. Wouldn't be my mom either.
No.
But we could talk all day, but I got things to do.
All right, let's go.
So we have to tell people to like, comment, share again.
Please.
Just remind them.
We have this huge growth of followers and subscribers to the YouTube channel, and then it kind of slowed down.
I know.
We got to pick it back up.
Yeah.
Subscribe, comment, do other things that help us.
Yes.
Send us money.
Maybe we should do that. Put a little tip jar down there.
Who was it? There was some streamer that just did a begathon, and he made tens of thousands of dollars.
I'm sorry, a begathon?
Yes. They call it a begathon to make fun of him. But he started a stream, and then like every dollar that was donated, he would add 3 seconds to the time.
Oh, gosh.
And then so he couldn't shut off the stream until people stopped donating money. And he made so much money.
Maybe we should try that. I never thought of a begathon before.
I love money. I'm up for it.
I love money too. It's my favorite subject. All right, folks. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. And help us out. Just do something. Like, comment, share.
That's easy.
And make sure that you enter to win the new iPhone.
Where would they enter to win the new iPhone?
And you're not going to win this one. This one's mine.
Why do you show it then?
Because it matches my shirt.
Okay.
Go to winfromkim.com. Winfromkim.com. See ya.